Hello, everybody. I know I've actually been sitting here for those 10 minutes with you, running Reiki, calling in my guides, calling in the channel. Hello, Summer. Hello, Jocelyn. It's really delightful to see you. Hello, Fiona. I have had just literally the best day. So fun. Hello, welcome. Say hello as you join in. And just like we did yesterday, imagine your spot on the grid lighting up and connecting with people around the world. Hello, hello. It's so good to see you. Hi, Catherine. Hi, Jenny. Hello, Robin. Hi, Anna. So good to see you all. Hello. Welcome. So I have just been like super blissed out all day. It was one of my best friend's birthdays, and we started our morning at 9 and we breakfasted and we went shopping, and it was a group of women that are my very dearest people. Hello, Sarah. And we decked and we shopped and we had delicious outdoor breakfast, and then we went to the pool and I brought my boy with us to the pool, and they swam for 4 hours, and I laid in the sun, and it was just glorious. We ordered lunch into the pool. I mean, what is this life that I am living? That's how I feel sometimes. But this life that I'm living is very purposeful, and this life that I'm living is very much by design. And so that's one of the things that I kind of wanted to talk today about. But I really want to introduce myself because we have a lot of new people joining us in the co-op. And this is a pretty large space. And I've been running this group for a lot of years. And you all have seen, if you've been here for a while, you've noticed lots of shifts and changes. And, I just am still here. And that's the beautiful part. And my name is Jen Kohler. I am a Reiki master teacher. I am a master numerologist. I am a transformational life and business coach. And I just kind of keep adding things to my business, little certifications here, little certifications there. I'm a certification lover, but it's just really because I love to learn. So it's really lovely to see you all here. And if we've never met before, it's lovely to have you here in this space. I hope that you feel the love and the community around you. And yes, it's like such a good day. So I've done this grounded 3-day cleanse before. I've done it in a 7-day energetic cleanse. I've done 3 days. I've done all sorts of things. And today, we're going to talk about body insight, which is my methodology of body wisdom. But I really, and there's my Darcy, CEO of Best Friends. I got to spend the morning with Miss Darce, which was really fun. We did breakfast together. And she's one of my Reiki masters, actually, and one of my very best friends in the whole entire universe. So really fun. Now I'm sidetracked. Sorry, you're not sidetracking me, Darcy. I'm like, woo, I'm in La La Land. So I want to talk a little bit about housekeeping and let us know what's happening. So tomorrow we're going to be doing a full chakra clearing, chakra rebalancing, full Reiki session, and a little masterclass about embody Reiki and different paths to what it looks like to work with me. And hello, everybody. So, and then tonight I am going to channel, and we are going to use some numerology cards. So I know you all love that, and I love it too. And I kind of want to talk about the universal law of correspondence. And it's this life that I've created, right? This life that we are all creating in front of us is based on 3 hermetic principles that I teach in this Reiki course. I teach this in the work that I do. But what I want to bring to the table today is the universal law of correspondence. And the universal law of correspondence you have heard of before, is my guess. And it is as within, so without, as above, so below. It is the concept of living, having heaven on earth. It is the concept of your external reality is the reality that you have created on your inside world. And so in the personal growth world, in the spiritual world, we're in these worlds, we think about, if I'm doing this beautiful work on the inside, I'm going to start to see changes on the outside. But we don't want to just look for external changes. We want to look to, how am I feeling? How do I feel? What emotions am I bringing to the table? So that is a lot of the work that I see in Reiki. That is a lot of the work that I feel that we do in this spiritual growth world, right? Is this feeling of, I either really like what I'm seeing, I'm making good money, I have beautiful humans all around me, I'm happy, I wake up well every day. That is true wealth to me, is my well-being, right? My true wealth in my life are the people that I'm surrounded with, my family, my health. That is my wealth. And so, yes, money is great, and buying things is great, and having a house is wonderful. And all of those things sort of, for me, have sort of come into my life as I have really become more emotionally and self mastered, right? And I lived in Colorado, and I loved Colorado. It was phenomenal. There's nothing wrong with Colorado. It was beautiful. I loved living there. I lived in California. Beautiful, a wonderful place to live. But really where I wanted to live was in Iowa. And so I continually was manifesting being here in Iowa with Darcy and with my friend Leslie and my friend Amanda and my sister-in-law Mariah, who is also one of my very best friends. So coming here was really a manifestation of my inner world. And I just continued to love where I was and continued to grow on the inside. And eventually I showed up here, and here I was. One day I woke up and I was in Iowa City, and I could not be more joyful about the whole thing. So I want to know how it felt last night for you. If you have thoughts about the universal law of correspondence, I would love to hear them. And I would love to know what things showed up emotionally for you as we stirred the body with Reiki, as we stirred up the nervous system a little bit. And last night was really calming, and it was really opening, and we just brought in some frequencies, the frequency of love. We brought in the peace and the ease. But I know for some of you, some things were stirred up, and I know that because you posted about it and you reached out to me. So I would really love to hear what showed up for you. And if you have any questions, so just like you would about a business question or a next best step, I would love to know what's showing up for you in your body so we can talk about body insight and the emotions that get stuck in the body, right? So we talk about face it, feel it, free it. We want to look at the emotions and we want to move through them. So I have my cards right here, and I see a whole lot of people on here who love reading. So Sarah Grant, yes, there you go, sister. Okay, I'd love a reading. What can I do to get out of this dark, disconnected place I'm in? I've been trying to get motivated and actually take the actions, but have been hitting a wall within myself to break this. Okay, Sarah, I see you. So just tapping in to your morphogenetic field, right? Your field. The place where all of the answers for you lie. Everything is right there, right? Good, Samantha. Beautiful. Okay. All right. This is for Sarah, though. Oops, there we go. All right. The 8 of Spades is what came through for you. Okay. So what I might ask of you all is to, of course, hold your question. Like, you can post your question and then copy it, and then you can paste it when I ask you, like when I say a name. That is really helpful to me. Okay, Sarah. So what can I do to get out of this dark, disconnected place I'm in? I've been trying to get motivated and actually take the actions, but have been hitting a wall within myself to break this. Okay, so you're feeling disconnected. You're feeling a bit of a dark place, right? So we've got the 8, and this 8 really wants us to tap into the infinite, to the infinite, the universal intelligence, the universe, God, source, right? And then the 8 also wants us to understand devotion, commitment, right? The 8 is all about momentum. So when we're thinking about a dark, disconnected place, and having an action with this 8, it's really, to me, this is asking you to, is telling you that you have created a momentum. You have created a momentum in a dark and disconnected place. And so when we're here in momentum and we've been riding the wave of momentum, we ride the wave of momentum and we really don't have the capacity to stop it because we've created it, whether we like it or not. Right. So you've created a momentum of something that you don't like. You've created a momentum of something that you're not enjoying, which is really just exactly right on topic with universal law of correspondence, because you're continuing to see the things that you're not enjoying, right? So the momentum is saying you are committed to your dark disconnected place. You are committed to continuing that cycle. And I say this in a place of love. I'm not saying that you're doing this purposefully. This is the universal law of, right? And so what can you do? What can you do to break the cycle? Well, there's some really great ways to break the cycle, right? You could get in with a coach, you can get in with a mentor, you can get in with a therapist, you could do some EMDR, you could do some tapping. Tapping is a really great way to break patterns. So when you pay attention to the emotion that you're experiencing when you're feeling the dark and disconnected place, when you start to look at the emotion, so you want to face the emotion. I always think of Kalima, face your fear, right? So it's not face your fear and do it anyway. It's face your fear and look at it. Find the emotion. What is the emotion that you're feeling? And I'm seeing you, and it says, you say it totally makes sense. I've been having a lot of pain in your hips and your knees. Beautiful. Okay. So feeling disconnected from your body. Sorry, I wasn't seeing comments very well. So noticing where you're feeling disconnected. You're feeling disconnected from the body. So one of the things that I would do is go back to that practice that we did last night, right? Like get grounded in your body, get your feet on the earth, get your root like grounded into the planet. And when we think about face it, feel it, free it, we can really think about, we're looking at the emotion that we're feeling, and we notice that we're going around and around and around in circles, and we want to choose something different. We want to choose peace, right? The first emotion that I always go for, the first frequency that I always go for is peace. It could be love, it could be peace, it could be ease, it could be something different than the emotion that you're feeling. And the pain in the hips and the pain in, the legs or the feet is all going to be root chakra, right? It's all going to be in your root. Do I feel safe? Do I feel secure in my body? Do I feel like I am truly safe on this planet? Do I feel safe in this vessel that I have created? And so those are some of the steps that I would take. The hips are going to be about that sacral chakra. Do I recognize that I am the creator of my existence, right? So playing with some of those things and choosing something that feels better, right? Sometimes it is about choosing to find your own inner joy. Sometimes it's about choosing to find peace. If you're having like thoughts that are coming through and they're kind of going over and over. I used to have really intrusive thoughts, and a lot of it for me would be about going out and just walking with my child or walking the neighborhood and retelling my story to myself, telling myself a different story. I'm not going to continue to think that thought. I'm not going to continue to to whatever. And then really finding my feet and finding the ground and finding the earth and finding my sense of self, finding that friend, finding that mentor, and reaching out. How is that resonating for you? Feeling some sadness, some anger, right? So what's the opposite feeling of anger and resentment, right? Empowerment. The opposite feeling of sadness would be joy, right? So just landing into that. I would love to get on a call with you, Sarah. I think that would be wonderful. I drew another card for you as well. The 5 of Clubs. The 5 of Clubs is a card of restlessness. And so to me, this is saying to you, it's time to shift. It's time to pivot. It's time to move the body. It's time to physically move so that you can move some of this energy out of your body. So walking, shaking, dancing, moving. How does that land for you, friend? Okay, so I'm gonna. Oh, good, yeah. It's like just re-devotion, right? Dedication, doing the practice. Face it, feel it, free it. Get yourself a feeling wheel. I will post one in the group. The feeling wheel is one of the things that I have that has really shifted things for me, and I really love it. All right, so this question is just popping out at me, Anna. Last night, I felt physically heavy as my hips and knees sank down into the earth. Tonight, I'm already feeling heaviness in my shoulders, drawing my shoulders down from the ears, shoulder blades, and back. My body is intuitively showing me what she needs to align. It feels beautiful. Good. Do you have a question around that, Anna? Would you like to talk about those hips or those knees? That's also root chakra, right? Yeah, 5 of clubs, needing to move. Okay, good. Let's see. Anna, if you have a question around that, pop it into the chat. Okay, let's see here. Samantha, I'd love a card. I do it on my sleeve. Oh, okay. Not really a question, just wanted to share. Beautiful. Okay. Good. Okay. I'm just looking here. Let's see. I don't know why it's hard. Lori says, I have been feeling very empowered and centered, even amidst a challenging time with a loved one. I am truly trying to let go of hows, and I'm curious what to do. What do I still need to release? I know there's something, but I feel a block. Okay, so I'm going to draw a card for Lori. Yeah, those backs and those hips and those knees. All that root chakra energy. And that's perfect for our grounded class, right? What are you guys' favorite grounding techniques? I bet you all have amazing grounding techniques. I would love for you to pop them into the comments. Obviously, getting your feet on the grass, getting your feet in the earth, right? For me, getting in water is really incredibly grounding, even though it makes me feel like I'm floating. It makes me be in my body, right? And I love the feeling of being here now. I love this feeling of being in my body. So I would love to hear your thoughts. All right, Lori, action. Ooh, yeah, sister. Okay. Oh, and an ace of diamonds as your outcome. Because I know you're the ace of diamonds, right? Okay. So hug a tree. Yeah. All right, your card. I have been feeling empowered and centered, even amidst a challenging time, etc. So I drew the Queen of Spades for you. And so this is your Pluto, right? This is your action. And then the Ace of Diamonds is your outcome. And so the outcome as the Ace of Diamonds means when you do this, you will land into alignment with who you really are, right? Your Ace of Diamonds-ness. So the Queen of Spades is self-mastery. And so it's really not about just only letting it go. It's about letting go of the fear of self-mastery, the really letting go of any fear that you're having around self-mastery or self-actualization, right? The capacity to be self-actualized. And what I'm wondering is maybe there's nothing that you need to still release. And maybe what you're really here to do is to recognize your power and your intuition and how powerful it is. The Queen of Wands or the Queen of Spades is powerful. She is grounded, and she is grounded into her center. She is incredibly powerful. She is standing in her power, and she is standing in her purpose. She recognizes who the fuck she really is, right? She really knows that she's empowered. She really knows that she's centered. And so I'm wondering if there's anything that you really need to release. Maybe there's nothing that needs to go. Maybe there is just you being you and you really being in alignment and claiming who you really are, right? Like, I am the creator. I am powerful. I am standing in my power. I am grounded in my power. I have enough. I've done enough. I know enough. This is me, right? And as you do that, you land into I am me. This is who I am. I am worthy. I am the one. And I am not a burden, right? The Ace of Diamonds, that's like their big thing, right? They feel like they're not worthy or they're not a burden, or they are a burden. And so when you choose to really land into your masterful, powerful, centered being and claim I am that, you land into who you really are. I love that for you, friend. All right, who's next? We have some really good comments about getting grounded. I love these, you guys. Okay, I don't know who that is. It's Barb. Hi, Barb. I would love to read for you, friend. Okay, so you got your Facebook to refresh on the computer and you got your live to start. Hallelujah. You would love a card. Been having issues with your left shoulder, okay, along with your knees. You attribute that to the swimming. Okay, unless it's something else showing up. Taking baby steps to get organized and declutter and wondering if I will ever get ahead of the situation. I do tend to procrastinate. Okay, Barb, let's talk about your left shoulder. First time viewer. I love it. Jenny Boo, great. Thank you. I see that. Good, Lori. I'm so glad that landed for you. Beautiful. All right, Barb, left shoulder. So think about your left side. The left side is the feminine side of the body. And the feminine side of the body is the part of the body where we think about receiving, right? It's the part of the body where we think about, do I feel like I am good at receiving? Do I feel like I am open? Or do I feel like I have to control everything? And so so then the shoulder, right? The shoulder is really about, there's all sorts of things with the arms, right? So the shoulder would be about shouldering a burden or feeling the weight of the world, right? They're kind of obvious, but sometimes it's like they're the master of the obvious, and it's just food for thought for you. Where are you shouldering something? Where are you shouldering a lot of the receiving in your family? Where are you shouldering the burden? That's really what's coming through for me. And so I would land into some of that. And again, food for thought. And then where are you needing to get better at receiving? What does that feel like for you, right? The shoulder is also associated with the heart chakra. So where are you not feeling open and ready to receive? And if you remember, we receive in the back of the heart. I know that sounds kind of funny, but we give from the front of the heart, we emanate from the front of the heart, and we receive from the back of the heart. So opening the back of the shoulder up feels really important for you. Opening the back of your heart feels really important for you. So Mary, you're feeling the same sort of thing, just on the right side. And so the right side would be the masculine side of the body, and the right side of the body would say, where am I doing everything? Where do I feel like I have to do everything? I have all of the responsibility on me. And you are a body insight practitioner, so I'm just going to leave that there for you. All right, Barb, card's coming for you. Oh, and then I get the Queen of Clubs for you. I love this card for you. You're also talking about getting organized and decluttering and yada, 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 right? So the Queen of Clubs is really similar to the Queen of Spades, but a little different because it's more about the mind and it's the intuition rather than the purpose. And the Queen of Clubs or the Queen of Swords says, I'm not taking any more BS, right? So kind of really feeling like into this sense of the Queen of Clubs is the mother of intuition. So I love that you're on the right, or you're on the left side of the body, and you're thinking about being open to receiving. Well, the Queen of Clubs and the Queen of Swords is saying to you, it's time for you to open yourself up to being the Empress, to being the Queen, to being the receiver of all that is, right? So information is coming to you through you, and it wants to move out as you. And I don't know exactly how this has to do with your decluttering situation, although there's going to be some things that come through. So just give me a second. And I feel like what wants to come through about the decluttering is that you are holding on to things because they make you feel safe, and it makes you feel safer to have all of your stuff around you. It makes you feel safer to hold on to things that you have once had, a trinket, a treasure, something that you might need in the future. And so it makes you feel safe to have all of those things around you. And if you let go of them, if you let go of them and really and truly open yourself up to receive all of the love that you deserve and desire to have in your life, then you will be afraid. It will be scary. And so you hold on to things so that it feels safer. And so as you allow yourself to release, be kind and gentle with yourself, and say a little prayer to the beautiful things that have been with you. And as you allow yourself to release the physical things, allow the intuition to flow into your body, allow yourself to receive the information, allow yourself to receive the downloads, allow yourself to receive the love of all that is, because the universe and your guides, they are screaming. They want to be with you, and they want to give you all of the love that you could ever need and that you don't need to fill a hole with things. Okay, so that is what's coming through for you. And I love you so much. All right. Hi, Steph. Okay, I see Steph. I see Robin. I did see Samantha too. Samantha, if you have something that you would like to chat about, and if there's other people, I also saw Jenny. Jenny, if you have a specific question, pop it into the chat. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do Steph. I'll do Robin. I'm gonna write these down. It's too hard for me to remember otherwise. What do you guys think? Is it like different when I'm on at night, or am I the same? Hi, Tammy. I just have to be a listing person. It doesn't work for me otherwise. Jenny, I saw you. Okay. So just everybody just sit tight. The questions are here. And you think Facebook is glitchy today? Okay. I'm sorry. That's so annoying. All right, Steph, you are next on my list. What can I do to change my sleep schedule and the stories I tell myself around sleep? Well, I mean, the first thing that comes to my mind is create a schedule for yourself and then start doing it. But really, so sleep is incredibly important, and having a nighttime routine will help you. So creating a nighttime routine where you turn off your screens at a certain time, and you go and you put on a snuggly jammies, and you have a nighttime bedtime routine, a nighttime routine. You're turning off your screen a half an hour early. You are shifting those patterns, right? So, I mean, I don't know really what that looks like because I go to bed usually at like 9:30. But I really require a lot of sleep, and I don't feel well if I don't sleep well. So How can you shift the stories? Like, Ace of Spades. Well, the veil is thin. So the Ace of Spades says the birthing of new purpose, but it also says death and rebirth. When you go to bed each and every night, you are disconnecting, and you're disconnecting from here and you're reconnecting into source. So you're disconnecting from here, you're reconnecting into source. So feeling that veil is thin and knowing that when you go to bed, you are going to be really reconnecting to your guides and to your God, into your universe and to source, right? So really paying attention to how connected you feel when you sleep. That might help you to retell the story. Those are some of the things that I would start to tell myself. The other thing that I really love is to think about getting everything out of my brain and onto paper before I go to bed. So I do a whole money ritual before I go to bed where I, in the morning I write something, and then in the evening I write something. And at the end of the night, I write down all of the purposeful things that I desire to experience in my life. And I really tell it to my subconscious. What do I really want? What do I want to do? What do I want to bring in? What is it that I'm desiring to experience in my life? More wealth, more well-being, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, more clients, more whatever. And then I write that all in my journal, and I sort of do a big brain dump. I get everything out, and then I lay down and I close my eyes and I Reiki myself, and I put myself in a Reiki cocoon. I call in my guides and my angels, and I sleep. That's what I do. You struggle with letting go of the day. So write about the day, speak about the day, tell about the day. I like to write. That's just me, but I like to get really quiet with myself. So let go of the day by really just writing it and really turning it into a ritual, right? Like thinking about the ritual. Life is ritual. Think about the ceremony that you desire. Light incense, light a candle, like really get in with yourself. Treat yourself with beauty and grace and love and peace, and see what happens. Those are some of my thoughts. Okay. Who did I write down next? Robin Chestnut. You keep picking up pen and paper and you're having a hard time. I see you, Facebook user, about your son. What is this? Oh, hi, Jen Dragonette. It's good to see you. Hi, Pamela. I see your question about COVID, and I will come to that. Okay, so I'm writing your name down. Jennifer Dragonette, do you want a question? Do you want a card? Okay. And hi, Lori. I see you. You are someone kind of new in my world. I'm going to just pop you right under my friend Robin here. Okay. All right, Robin. You're feeling blocked. You're feeling writer's block, aren't you? Yes. Yeah, good. Okay. So I will not be live on Friday, you guys. I'm going to move Frequency Friday, I think. It's going to be right now. But I am going to be moving Frequency Friday to Tuesdays or Wednesdays. I haven't quite decided yet. But at least for summer, it's Friday. I don't want to be constricted. It's like my worst nightmare. I like to be free. Freedom is my go-to emotion, my go-to core value, right? I have to have all of the freedom. So okay, so Robin says yes. All right, Robin, same thing for you that I just gave to Stephanie. All right, because honestly, it's just about the ritual of it. It's about the ceremony. It's about the ritual. It's not about what you're going to write about. It's about getting into the vibration of the channel, getting in, call in your guides, start your Reiki, sit down, light a candle, light some incense, put some essential oils on, like whatever it is, draw a card and start writing it. Hi, Rosalie. Right? So like draw a card and start asking questions. What is this card trying to tell me? What information wants to come through? And as you do that, you just start to write. And you start to, I call it channeled writing. You can call it automatic writing. You can call it whatever the hell you want. Doesn't really matter what you call it. It just matters that you're getting it done and that you're doing it. Excuse me, things are clearing. And you're doing it because you love it, because you know you have this wisdom that wants to come through you. And I mean, I just feel so strongly that you've got this. I mean, I know you do. So I drew the 5 of clubs for you. So this is the second time we've seen the 5 of clubs tonight. And the 5 of clubs is this restlessness. It's like a movement. So what if after you're done working, or like before you start working, you decide that you have this beautiful ritual, but this is a card of restless energy. And so you need to move. You need to shake it out. You need to move. You need to move your body. You need to turn on some music and dance and just physically move your body. This says it's time for you to shift and change and move and allow the channel, allow the wisdom to flow, allow that information to flow through you so that you can, and I drew the Jack of Diamonds for you. The Jack of Diamonds is the card of the sales. I mean, it's like a salesman card, really, but it's the initiation, right? The Jack always initiates us higher. The Jack brings us to the next level. And so the Jack says, so that you can physically start to do the thing, right? Sell yourself, be so sold on you, that you can't not do this. I'm so sold on you that I know that you are going to do this. You guys, Robin I'm going to just talk about it, because Robin is one of my master teachers, and she went through Embody Reiki with me, and she's amazing, and she's a medium, and she's this incredible human, and she has a program that she wants to run called The Journey of the Crone, and she's going to do it. I know it, but she also needs to write. And so I'm putting this out there to you, that that this sisterhood believes in you too, that we all believe in each other, and that you've got this. We know you've got this. We know that you have so much wisdom to bring to the table. And so it just is about being so sold on yourself that you cannot stop. You cannot stop speaking. You cannot stop communicating. You cannot stop writing. You cannot stop saying the words out loud to the people who need to hear you. And I get it, because it's really hard. It was really hard for me to get to that place. But you'll do it in the right time for you. Okay, this little glitchiness of the Facebook is really driving me crazy. I cannot see any comments. Oh, good. There you are. Okay. I love you. Yes. Yes. All right. Next on my list is our new friend, Lori. Hi, Lori. Let me see if I can find your comment. And if you can't. Okay, there it is. It says, I had some very irritated eyes, hard to see, hard to read, burning, lasted all day. Red. Also woke up with severe right shoulder pain. That didn't last long. I resonated with what you said about the masculine and the right shoulder. I'm very curious about steps I can take to move out of this rut I'm in physically and spiritually. Great question. Okay, so eyes, let's talk about that. So we talked about the shoulder, the weight of the world, the right side, the masculine. But the eyes, I don't want to see something. Lori, what do you not want to see? What is it that you're avoiding seeing, right? And I never ask easy questions, and they usually only get more complicated. But what is it that you don't want to look at, right? And that's a real question for you. You can either post it into the comments or you can just use it as food for thought. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to draw a card, and it's the 10 of Spades. And I love the 10 of Spades. So I'm just going to start to talk about it. I know you haven't probably seen me do much of this, but the 10 of Spades is about burden. And it's the word of the day, I feel. It's about delegation. It's about allowing yourself to know that you want to be fully successful. You want to get out of a rut physically and spiritually, but you are not delegating any of your stuff. And so how are you walking through life? You're just doing everything. You're taking on everything. You're doing all of the things. And the 10 says there is fulfillment here. There is success here. There is success and fulfillment in your purpose. And it will feel a burden if you do not delegate to others. And that could just be to God, universe, to source, to Gus, right? So allowing yourself to start to ask for help physically, spiritually, delegating tasks, delegating thoughts, delegating ideas. One of my favorite things to do, and this might sound so silly, and maybe it'll sound just perfect for you, but is I have a God drawer. I have a universe drawer. And when I am feeling like, well, how in the heck am I going to do this thing? How am I going to do that? And I'm trying to control it, and I'm trying to manage it, and I'm trying to micromanage it, and I am trying to figure it all out, and I'm trying to figure out all of the hows. I'm like, stop it right now. Let's start again. And I write it down on one of these cards. I have 12 million of them. I buy them from Amazon and in large amounts. And I write what I want on that card, and then I put it in my God drawer, and I leave it, and I forget about it, and I let it go. It's like giving a task. It's delegating a task to the universe. All right, universe, I need $10,000. And I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to make $10,000. And so I put it in the God drawer. And I do that with a lot of things because I can't control everything. I can't micromanage everything. And yet I will try, I promise you. So this is what I have for you. I would love to hear how that sounds to you. And I would also love for you just to process, what am I not seeing? What am I not seeing? What do I not want to see? And what do I need to delegate? And then come back to us. Come back in the comments. Come back for a call. Come back into this call and let us know what's coming through for you. All right. Who's next on my list? Tammy. Oh, hi, Jenny. I see you. Now, you guys know that I'm not going to get you all, right? Because I've already been on for almost an hour, and it is 8:13 at night in my house. Oh, good. Good. Yes. Yeah. So you guys see that we could just do this for hours, right? We could just sit and like heart to heart communicate. This is what it looks like to be with me. This is what it looks like to work with me. Tammy, you're just feeling generally confused about life. The question that I want you to really address for yourself, and I'm just going to like put it out there, is confusion is a third eye and a crown issue. Okay. So when we think about confusion, that is very similar to what I was talking about to Lori, which is, what are you not seeing? What is it that you are avoiding looking at? Because that is always, when we feel confusion, we feel this feeling of, I'm avoiding that. I do not want to look at that. I do not want to see that clearly. I do not want to know what that is. And so whenever someone comes to me and says they feel confused, I feel compassion and love for them, number one. And then I wonder, what are you not seeing? What are you not wanting to look at in your life? And so I will ask you to write it, and you can put it. Oh yeah, Rosalie. Okay. Yeah, and we are going to do a full blown Reiki chakra clearing session tomorrow night. This was to stir up all the things because we're going to clear ourselves out. So if you don't get your answer, if you don't get, no, Wyatt, no, I can't, I don't have time. I can't do that right now. Honey, I can't. I am on a call. And if you ever work with me or watch me ever again online, you will always know that my son will come in. He will always come in at the inopportunist moment. Okay, Tammy, you've been avoiding quite a few things. I want you to write all of the things down that you're avoiding, and I want you to look at them. Okay? Four of Hearts. This is your, oh, I love that this is the card. Okay, Tammy. If you, anyone on this call, if you are avoiding or if you are not looking at things and you're not wanting to see things and you're like, oh, I just want to avoid that. It feels horrible. You guys, me too. I do the same thing. Thank you, Kayla. I do the same thing because sometimes it's hard, right? Oh God, I love him so much. Yes, his involvement shows love and connection. We have all of the, we are good. It's all good, you guys. It's just it's hilarious to me that he gets on every live I've ever done since he was like a little tiny child. Four of Hearts. I am the river. I am the riverbed. The four is the stability. It's the foundation. It's the groundedness, right? So when we feel confused, when we are spinning in our mind, the key is to get in, to look at it, and then to get grounded and to feel your feet in the earth and to feel your grounding practices. I am the riverbed and I feel the river flowing through me. But if I feel blocked or if I don't have a stable foundation, then things are not flowing because they're wonky. They're not right. And so we build from foundation. We build from the ground up. So if we feel confused or we feel like we're spinning in our head, we need foundation and we need self-love. We need to be in our essence. So I did an essence practice yesterday at the beginning of the Reiki session that will be up for another 24 hours. He's literally hitting the door with a ball. God love him. I see you, kid. Honey, go ask daddy. This is my life. So foundation, love, get into your heart, get out of your head, get into your heart, get into your feet, get into your toes, get into your root. Okay, sending you so much love. That just all made me so giggly. Okay. Who is next? I know who is next. Pamela. Something about... Okay. Yesterday, I was looking for my son's COVID shot record, and as I was going through old paperwork, I felt lightheaded and pain on the lower left side of my spine. I kept hearing a voice in my head that I should ask you about my spine. I also have been working with my spine because of scoliosis. Okay. All right. So, Pamela, if you're here, I would love to hear you. I'd love to see you. Mama, Alita, it is such a good life. It is. It's a really good life. Okay, Pamela, you're here. Okay. So, obviously, I am not a doctor and cannot diagnose anything. I just will have to put that out there in the universe. Your spine. I mean, think about your spine. Spine is what holds us up, right? When we have scoliosis, we have a curvature in the spine. I work with a lot of people with scoliosis in the spine. And in the Body Insight method, which is actually the original Body Insight method that I started working with, was in massage therapy. And so in the Body Insight method, we actually would move the curvature of the spine. And it's all about the erectors. It's all about understanding the emotionality that comes along with that, right? So the erectors of the spine, they are all about, where do I not feel supported? Okay. And so the emotional capacity of the spine is support. And that's really the entire back, right? The entire back is about support. And so sometimes it depends on where in your spine. And you did say in my head that I should ask you about my spine, the lower left side. So left is the feminine side of the body, and what we talked about with, am I open? Am I open to receive? Am I open to receive the support that is here from me? Now, a lot of times people will feel alone, myself included. I feel isolated. I feel alone. It can be lonely, right? Life can feel lonely, and we feel separate. And so this is really what's important here, is when we feel separation, and we don't feel supported. We're not feeling supported from the universe, from the gods, from the source, the goddess, whatever. Support is not just coming from family and friends or other people. Support is really coming from your feeling of unity consciousness, of oneness. So are you willing to receive the love of the universe? Are you willing to receive the support of the universe? That's a big part to me of the scoliosis, of the spinal column, the synovial fluid that's flowing through each vertebrae it's supporting you. And so when I think of the spine, and it's so sensitive, and those muscles have to be in the right tone to really hold you up, right? And you have a challenge receiving. Yes, I know. We've definitely talked about that before. The Four of Clubs is what's coming through for you. So what's coming through, Pamela, is again, that riverbed, that stability, that foundation. But this is not the heart. This is the mind. And so this is really about, do I feel the satisfaction of life? Do I feel satisfied, or am I feeling dissatisfied with my life? And so to me, what this card is really saying to you as like a next action step is to create that foundation. And the foundation that I believe that you're being asked, or you're being called upon to create, is a foundation of intuition, a foundation of meditation. If you're feeling a challenge in receiving, sit with it, sit in meditation, sit with prayer, sit with whatever it is that you believe. I mean, to me, it's all one, it's all the same thing. But that's not true for everyone. And so sit with what you believe and sit in meditation. Sit in meditation and ask yourself, am I supported? Am I part of the one? Do I believe in unity consciousness, or do I feel separate? Do I feel separate from my source? Do I feel separate from my loved ones? Do I feel separate from other people on the planet? Do I feel alone, right? Like, this is really what's coming through for you. So sitting with that beautiful in the meditative state, and asking to be open, asking to be curious, right? So I, at the beginning of any meditation, I say, I am open, I am curious, I am willing to receive miracles, to receive support, to see my unity consciousness, to see that we are all one. That's what I really feel coming through. And then that word, satisfied or dissatisfied. Do I feel satisfied or dissatisfied with life, is what's coming through. So support, spine. Okay. All right, my loves. It is time for me to say goodnight to you all. And we are going to end with an essence practice. So I'm going to invite you to sit with your questions. You don't have to let go of the questions. I want you to think about your questions and notice tonight what's coming up for you? What is showing up in your body? What is showing up for you? Because tomorrow we are going to clear it. Okay. You are so welcome. We are going to think about, we are going to really bring this to the table again tomorrow night. We're going to bring we're going to bring all of our chakras into alignment. We're going to bring the channel into alignment. We're going to really bring in Reiki and universal life force energy. We are going to emanate love and peace into the universe. And we're going to clear the body. So you're going to experience full Reiki. It's going to be amazing. And I just am so excited to talk about Embody Reiki, or if you're not interested in taking Reiki, which that's super possible, I have many ways to work together. So if that's something that's of interest to you, this isn't just to be sold to, this is real. And also, I love to do what I do. So I will see you all again tomorrow night, 5:30 Pacific Standard, 7:30 Central Standard, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. And we are going to close out with an essence practice. So go ahead and get comfortable. And I don't think I did read for you. I can't see all of the comments exactly. I can't see who that is. But just so you know, we're going to keep coming back. Don't worry. You can always bring your questions back to me. I read frequently in this group. I will be reading most likely on Tuesdays, but I will post when I'm going to be reading. I'm going to do the essence practice and lead us out. And I'm not going to end it. I'm just going to close myself down. And I'm going to let you just stay however you need to stay. So this is the end. Jenny Boo. Oh, Jenny Boo, I'm so sorry I did not read for you, but I hope that you took away something beautiful from tonight. If you resonated with a message, it was for you. So go ahead and just come in and close your eyes. And I want you to find the essence of you. I want you to find your essence. And for me, that lights right up when I talk about it. When I think about it, it lights right on up in my body. And so I want you just to notice if it feels like a little flutter or like a butterfly or like a little tickle or some sort of color or a heat, some sort of sensation, a temperature, noticing where the essence of you is. And that is your highest self. Self with a capital S. Finding that beautiful essence and feeling yourself, just noticing it, and feel it moving up into your heart space or down into your heart space or over into your heart space, and feel it moving to the front and the back of your heart and to the left and the right of your heart, opening the heart and the magnetic field around your heart. This is where we amplify from. This is where we truly resonate our essence, our highest self, our vibration, our manifestation from. Good. Oh, yeah. And just feel it starting to expand all over your body. Feel it moving down into your arms and into your hands. We've been running Reiki and Q energy all night. Just feel your essence moving up into the crown and down into your root, down into your feet, feeling the entire body filling with the essence of you. I hope that you start to feel yourself in your body, grounding your essence into your body. Your essence is not outside of you. It is right here, right now. Feel the present moment. Feel your presence. This is the only moment, right here, right now. Just for this moment, I will not worry. Just for this moment, I will not be moved to anger. Just for this moment, I will be here now. I will be kind to all living things. I will live in oneness. I will live in unity consciousness. Right here, right now. Good. Coming up to the top of the head and filling the body with source energy. Fill the body with source, with God, with universe. Feel the liquid golden light of source filling the entire body, every cell in the body with source. Feel that mixing and mingling with the essence of you. Good. Good. And next, calling in the frequency of peace, filling the body with the frequency of peace. Feel it moving down through your scalp and through your forehead, and down past your third eye, past your nose and your mouth and your jaw. Filling the body with the frequency of peace. Down through the throat, I speak peace. Feel it pouring into the heart space. I flood my body with love and with peace. Feeling it moving down into the belly. Noticing what it feels like to be embodied. Notice what it feels like to feel the essence of you fully in your body, in this physical body that was made just for you. This body is perfect for you, for the essence of you. Feel it moving all the way down into the legs, overflowing the body with the frequency of peace, with the frequency of source, with the frequency of universal life force energy, with Reiki. Feel the healing energy flowing into the body, mixing and mingling with peace and essence. Good. And as you feel these frequencies filling your body to overflow, I invite you to come into your heart space and emanate this feeling into the world, into the seen and the unseen world. Just feel yourself emanating peace and ease. There is so much beautiful energy flowing to you, through you, and now as you. Good. When you yawn, you're just clearing. If you cry, you're just, the frequency of truth is flowing through you. If you feel shivers or chills, you're just experiencing the truth of Source. Clearing away all of the energy that no longer serves you, feeling it moving back down into the earth and emanating peace. And I will say good night to all of you beautiful humans. I love you all so much. Thank you for being here. I will see you again tomorrow.